Hey, Julie Roussel here. Hey, welcome to Wacky Wednesday, where you never know what the topic's going to be or if I'm actually going to be running on time. But hey, since baseball was rescheduled, I'm actually running on time for once. So hey, welcome and thanks for joining in, whether you are popping in live right now or you are catching on the replay. I'm glad you can make it for a little bit of outdoor conversation today, since it's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day. Okay, so as always, if you hear something that resonates with you, leave me some love, drop some thoughts or ask questions anytime in the thread. Share the video with anyone you think it might help, and PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. So hey, Carrie, nice to see you, lady. For once, actually, my wireless must be functioning properly and I get to see people as they pop in. And if I happen to miss you, hey, some of you know that I do peek out at my notes now and then. So if I miss you, leave me a hey or a shout and I'll make sure to welcome you. So hey, thanks for popping in. So tonight, I wanted to ask a question, share a quick story, and what I learned from it, and hopefully how it can help you in your life. So for most of you that know, like I said, I see there's more and more joining in, but it's not showing me who you are. So hey, welcome. I'm glad you can make it. Like I said, I can't see who you are to welcome you. So hey, welcome. But like I said, I wanted to share a quick story. So for most of you that know, I'm a mom of two boys. One about to turn 17 soon. His name is Alex, and Nicholas, who is 11. And my two boys are completely diametrically opposite when it comes to their personalities. Are your children the same way if you have children? Or maybe you and your siblings? And, Alex is more regimented. He's a little bit more cautious. He's not a huge risk taker. Nicholas is totally fearless. He's highly adventurous, and he's constantly stepping outside of his comfort zone. And he's the kid that you want to triple your health insurance for, right? You see, somebody has to be that way. And and that's totally typical of these two. Like I said, totally diametrically opposite personalities. And I will say, though, that Alex has become more adventurous and does step out of his comfort zone more and more as he's gotten older. But that's a story for another time. But tonight, I wanted to share with you a quick story while we were in vacation on the Outer Banks. But the ocean had a lot of waves crashing, and neither one of my boys had ever been boogie boarding or body surfing. The last time we had been in an ocean that had waves large enough to surf, they were pretty young and usually got knocked over. But so both of them were totally willing to learn how to boogie board as well as body surf. Hey Tiff, hey Christy, nice to see you both. Hey, it's been a while. I'm glad you could pop in. And both of my boys were open to learning how to boogie board and surf. Alex, being a little different from his brother, he wanted some basic pointers from his dad and his uncle before he jumped in the ocean and started practicing how to boogie board. Nicholas, he just grabbed his board and figured he'd teach himself, and he was off and running. And that's just totally how they are. Now, both of them, despite their different approaches, they learned very quickly how to ride the waves and enjoy themselves immensely for hours and hours. And I'm thankful that they really had no injuries out of this, other than just maybe an occasional brush burn and a mouthful of salt. Yeah, that's totally how it goes. Hey, Mary, long time no see, lady. So glad you could pop in. And I know there's a few more joining. Like I said, I don't see who you are. I apologize. It must be lagging behind tonight, but welcome and thanks for popping in. It's so good to see you. And normally, me, I'm on the beach. I am shooting videos, taking pics, kind of documenting the adventures that we have, or standing on watch nearby, mostly not participating and keeping an eye on them so that nobody ends up, needing a trip to the ER. But this time I jumped in and relearned how to boogie board, because it's been a while. You know, I'll admit I was tossed a few times. I caught a mouthful of salt here and there, a lot of sand in the suit. But I also managed to ride 3 or 4 waves in all the way to the beach. And I'll tell you, it was an incredibly fun experience. And I would have missed out on it otherwise had I not decided to just step in it and go for it. So what I learned out of this experience. Oh, hey, Amy. Nice to see you, lady. Hey, it's been a good long while. I'm glad you could pop in. Welcome. But what I learned out of this experience is that I need to keep taking steps outside my comfort zone and be more reckless, for lack of a better word, or more adventurous, maybe, to go for it and not allow my fear to stop me, my fear of failure, to stop me from experiencing new adventures. And I'll be honest, that's always been a struggle for me for a lot of years. And I will say that it's held me back in a lot of areas. A lot. Maybe that's happened to you, or you know someone like that. What I found, though, is that the more that you push and take steps outside your comfort zone, the greater impact it has on your life. You know, the more it leads to grand adventures, you know, benefits, changes for your family as well as for you personally. And the more that I push outside of my comfort zone and try new adventures, the more my older son, Alex, pushes outside of his comfort zone. And it's had fantastic benefits for him. Now, I can't say that I want my youngest Nicholas to keep pushing even further outside of his comfort zone because he's already extremely adventurous. But I don't want him to lose that either. Although I probably will triple his healthcare coverage, most likely. I think that might be smart. Hey, I see a few more popping in. Welcome and thanks for joining. I can't see who you are. I don't know why, but leave me a hey or a shout. I'd appreciate that. Thanks. And what I also learned is that I can't stick with what's familiar just because it's easy and it's safe. And I need to apply that to all areas and all aspects of my life, not just 1 or 2 areas. You know, whether it's my job, whether it's talking to people about what I do, whether it's coaching, personal workout goals, whatever it is. All aspects, not just one. And how would it help you, hopefully? As you need to step outside of your comfort zone. I've learned this many, many times, and I continue learning it every day. That you need to keep stepping out of your comfort zone, you know, whether it's boogie boarding, whether it's line dancing, whether it's playing a sport you've never tried, anything. You never know how much it's going to enrich your children's lives, your family's lives, even your own. So if you heard something that resonates with you, leave me some love. Leave a shout. Even a hey, drop a comment or ask questions anytime in the thread, or even if you know someone who struggles with stepping outside of their comfort zone. Share the video with anyone you think it might help, and PM me if you have questions or want some suggestions on ways to step outside your comfort zone so it will enrich your family's life. So the next time that you're standing on the beach, terrified, watching everybody else enjoying and learning new skills, you know, standing there wondering if you should give it a whirl or if you should stay safe. Don't. Grab your boogie board. Give it a whirl. Because you never know how much fun it could be or future adventures that it could lead to. Go boogie board.